Hey guys, welcome back to Neku Plays Minecraft. So it's a new day, new week, and I've been busy. As you can see, I've been busy on the farm. I got carrots. I got a carrot from a zombie, so I planted some carrots. Went and got some reeds, sugarcane reeds, whatever. And I've done a little bit of a refurb in here, as well as I built this because hello. Well, I needed a good food source, and so you see fish. So we have fish in here. This is for fishing rods. This is actually Panda's design. He posted it a couple of days ago, I think now, maybe last week actually. And it's just if we just get a fishing rod, which it should give me. Let me just wait, hang on. It's nice and awkward if you fill all your slots like this, and that one too. And then turn it on, and you just kind of stand here like this, and hopefully it'll work. Well, I know it works, it's just, I want it to go fast so that I can show on screen. You basically just AFK like this, holding your mouse button, or it's even possible to, recalibrate to a different button to lock it down, or however you want to do that stuff. And wow, there we go, fish. And then the door just keeps going like that, and you just throw that in there, reclaim your items like that. And there's a hopper under there which catches the fishing rod, blah blah blah, and this catches the fish. It goes into there. Then I go cook them manually. I've also found a bit of a slime chunk down here. I've been doing a lot of digging. I don't know if you've seen this. There we go. I know that coal's there. Where are we? Hey! Yeah. I originally thought it was over here, so I started digging this out, but then I've discovered that it's actually down here somewhere. So I'll probably be turning this whole area into a slime farm, despite which chunk it is. I'll actually try and find out. I'll half slab. I think it's around this chunk. If we have 3, I really like the chunk border thing now. You see, this is the edge of the chunk. If you see on X where it says 15 in brackets, and then on Z this is 0, so this is the start of a chunk. This is the end. This is the corner of a chunk. So those numbers should both go down until diagonally I'm at the 0 and 0. You see? This is another chunk. Well, this is the same chunk, but So the slime chunks are around here, which is what I was trying to get at. But that's not what I wanted to do this episode. This episode I want to get to planning out the base, just the layout, etc. I've already started with the main tower, which I want to do. I just want to make it a manor. So, because we're only on a tiny island here, I thought I'd make a island manor. So this is like private island. And we have this as the tower, because that's the way to the continent. I mean, there's probably a way that way and all around, but excuse me. this is the way I've already been, at least. And I've wrangled some cows, so we can get a cow farm going whenever I decide to do that. Although with the fish thing it's not that relevant at the moment. So all this area I've got to build on, I suppose. I'll have it come out to here. This is going to be like a grand ballroom type thing here, going across, and then maybe another wing over here. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out. But next, the main thing I want to do is I want to go up into the sky and build a sky mob trap skytrap thingy. That probably won't be this episode, but I want to pop into the nether. I think the nether and maybe a little bit of manor planning. So I'll just decide what I want to do first and be right back with you. Welcome back, guys. So oh, excuse me again. As you can see, I've cleared this area, got rid of some trees as well. I've got rid of quite a lot of trees, quite a lot. So this is where the grand hall, shall we say, is going to be. I do need to terraform a little bit. I need to make this continue and carry on outwards that way. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. Just my throat, a little bit phlegmy, I don't know why. Anyway, so like I said, this wants to go out to around about here. Yeah, around about here-ish. And then just continue on this line, really. I'll sort that out at some point. I might just leave it hollow, just put the floor there. Here you go. Oh, I don't have a bow on me. Yeah, so I'm going to get this, the layout of this laid out in a second. First of all, let's go get some more dirt. If I've got any dirt laying around. Never mind. I do want some more of this though. Just to lay down as a base. Anything you see that's just a solid cobble is a layout thing, so don't worry. I don't want no, oh, you're just using cobble, it's going to look horrible. Nothing like that. I like to lay out in cobble first. I normally design in creative first, so technically I don't usually do the whole cobble layout thing. I just go straight into it, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently here, just because I want to take this nice and slow, not speed things ahead, and I think it's easier just to show the process, designing process as I go, instead of just doing it and going from a blueprint I've already made. I think you'll appreciate it a bit more. Just trim those away. Now this here, don't really want all this bit here. No thank you. There we go. There we go, that was nice and natural. Or at least close enough. Just get this lit up over here. Shouldn't bother too much about this side. This is going to connect over to there somehow. So I'm out of food. I'll go and get some more fish soon. So what we want to do is have a feature point, which I think we can have this view here. So if we say let's try and make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seems a good number there. Then that. Just trying to get a good how's that feel? Yeah, that feels perfect. And then maybe just bring this straight. For now at least. So that means filling this in a bit more. It shouldn't be too hard. There you go. At least out to here. Awesome. It technically goes to here, but oh no, I can pull that one off as well. Yeah, that looks fine. So we've got this lining up. We'll work on this side a little bit later. We may extend it a bit further out, but this looks like a good layout. So we're going to have a window here. Oh, that's way too small. This bit's going to break any time now. I've got the iron one on standby. That's better. Oh, that's a lot better. Look at that. So this will go up. This can be the window. And this is going to be a solid wall here. Let's just try and get a feel for that. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Just waste more durability on my pick, why don't I? Right. This is probably going to have to be extended out a lot more because these walls are going to be a bit thicker than this. This way should be fine. I tend to go with the 3 wide walls rule, shall we say. This side's fine. Look at that, that's perfect here. At least 3 extra blocks. That's good, that's good. So let me just go get some more chicken. Chicken? That's because I heard a chicken when I thought of food. Let me just go get some more food and sleep this night away. Just eat. Don't want to waste too much. Apples. Sleepy, sleepy. Thought I had particles off then. Aha. zombie flesh. Nothing else to put away, awesome. So, while that's cooking, I'll show you my mining. Oh, hey guy. My sword's broke now. Where are they coming from up here? I keep getting mobs coming from around here and I'm not entirely sure where or how they're spawning. But hey ho, there's the slime that I already showed you. Down here is... that's a bit dark there. This is my main mining area. This goes nowhere. This goes to a cave. Mainly do caving runs, but I think I did go... yeah, I've got a bit of a strip mine. Only a little bit. It's not too extreme. There's a bit of key mining here. And I keep hearing mobs around. So I think it goes back into the cave somewhere, but I'm not sure, so hey ho, hey ho. So let's head back up. Trying to blow my nose at the same time. So I hear spiders. I keep hearing lots. I know there's an abandoned mine shaft around here, that's why a lot of it is very careful. So I'll just head back up and I'll try and do some more designing on the manor. So this is a mock-up of, basically I do walls in panels, so I do like a panel of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to a height just below the roof. Ignore any gaps in the sides, it's just a mock-up, So what do you think? This would be tileable, so you'd have, this would be this on the next one, and then obviously you can change it up to add a window in. So say I wanted a window in this one, I'd remove this, say the window was this. Say this was the window, I'd do it like this. Then you'd have a window. You have the window in there. There's no material differences right now, but you can kind of get the idea. It's just, I think it's because I used to do a lot of stuff in RPG Maker and similar type programs, so doing stuff in tileable sections is just easier than doing one big massive design. If you get my drift, it's kind of hard to explain. Even in my creative world, I've just got tileable designs around. So what do you think of that? I kind of like it. Next is to try and get some variation of materials in there. So like these bits here would be one material, so this would be that. Maybe make the main columns out of a different material, but whatever we make this material has to be this material. This doesn't necessarily have to be the same material either, and the top and this here, we want like 3 materials, so this would be 1, this would be 2, and this would be 3. So we'll see where that gets us. I'll play around with some ideas and then I'll be back. Okay, welcome back guys. I'm in my creative world because that wasn't it. There we go. I've recreated the design in my creative world. Holes in there. And we're going to go through different concepts. You may recognise a few things if you look around. Anyway, so you'll recognise that soon. So let's start by changing up this bottom bit. So maybe something more. Yeah, that works. Then let's try all of this bit as that, which means that this has to be like that too. Probably get away with making that. In fact, we might be able to get away with this. Let's see, so that looks okay. Then maybe does this look? No, it doesn't look as good without the strange arch there. Right, now this would naturally have to be that anyway, because of that part. But what if we made this wood? That's definitely looking different. Just trying to get some change in there. I don't like how generic that looks. Just generic flat wall. Well, for now we'll just destroy the whole thing apparently. We have to make it so that that's not all visible like that. See, that's still bland. The inside wall, what would we make the inside wall? Maybe light grey stained clay? Give it that kind of old concretey wall look. Not concretey, but oh yeah, that goes nice. Well then I think we need to get more wood in here. So what if... no, I don't like that. I think this bit definitely has to be... like that. That breaks it up a little bit. I think the bit that needs changing is here. about move that back like that. Yeah, that's looking good. No, that definitely can't be that. Huh. That's definitely looking better. What about... that's wool. Grey stained clay here. And then spruce stairs, maybe? That doesn't mean I have to get spruce wood. And I'm not really a fan of that. That doesn't look... Maybe let's leave that as that. Then let's try just extending this up like so. And maybe getting a beam. Does that make sense there? In fact, that makes more sense. You're starting to see the process now. Like, that looks good. Do like that. So that's giving that more support there. Obviously this would be wood in here. So having stone on wood wouldn't make sense. But that does look good. That means that this doesn't really make any difference, so let's cobble that up and make this. No. Yeah, that looks good. And this would be where the roof would go. So say the roof is this cobble is where the roof is. Like some sort of overhang or whatever. Yeah? So this would be the roof. Yeah, I kinda like that. Tell me what you think. Then after that we have to go to the inside, because you can't have one without the other. So let's go to this. Right, so first we'd have to patch this up like so. Maybe even this has got the same support beams. Inside I want to be a lot more wood, you see, so maybe we'd have this is just borrowing from a design over there, but I do like this design, at least to start off with, like that. And then maybe, actually, might be able to get away with putting, let's just get that over there, spruce wood up like this. Let's probably get away with doing that. that. Now I can either make this come down one more to meet it, like that doesn't look too bad actually. And then just fill this in a sec. Then say this has got a support beam coming out the middle. That looks okay. And say there's beams going across here. Now one would have to come down and one would have to come up, just because that's the way I do things. So say this goes across here, and then imagine that tiled. This bit would be irrelevant. So that's what you'd get. You'd have that, and then you'd have a separate one that looks the same but with a window, and then you've got different ones. Where's my examples of the tiled stuff? Here we go. Here's the tile designs I've been working on. See, this is a wall. For all intents and purposes, it is a very fancy wall. And on the other side, they should be able to spot patterns. Like both sides. Or these three. These are the three tiles I've used on that. I just added this in for separation, basically. This side and this side, not tiled. This is just one big piece. So this is the outside facade. As you can see, we've got one of these here and here and here, and then these are here, here and here, and these are everywhere else. So where are we? I may have scrapped this post on the end wall, on the finished design. Yeah, because this would have been the post, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So obviously I scrapped that post. So it looks like that. There you go. Then on the inside, or the other side, we've got these. Some of them look a little bit stupid on their own, but then when you put them all together, they make a very nice wall. Obviously this is very, very intricate for a wall. So this would be like an ancient tomb type dealio. That's the kind of thing. What else? I don't think we've got any other examples of tiled stuff. No, not really. Oh well, kind of. Most things I've got are tiled. Like this. These have got kind of tiled bits. This is tiled. As you can see, this and this. This is a separate tile. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for the episode. I did want to go into the nether, but we'll do that next time. I'll work some more on the manor and put up a progress video, maybe separately, or next episode I'll just show a bit what I've done, but we will go to the nether next episode. So don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe, because I would really like you to if you are not already subscribed. Thank you, and I shall see you guys next time. Peace.